it is in our interest to support Ukraine. We support Ukraine partly because they are a close partner. We have worked with them for many years, but also because it will be our world, the world of NATO allies, will be more insecure if Putin wins this war. So it's in our security interest to make sure that Ukraine prevails as a sovereign, independent nation, and therefore we need to provide support as long as it takes. And the option has a much higher price than to pay price now to ensure that Ukraine prevails.
Secretary General, walk us through how this looks from a hardware perspective. Are we going to see electric F-35s? I mean, where are we today in those types of prototypes?
Also, I'm very careful predicting exactly what kind of electric vehicles or whatever. It may be not electric, it may be hydrogen, there may be fuel cells. There are different types of energy solutions. I will not be specific exactly on what will be the winning technology. What we see now, at least when it comes to vehicles, cars, is that electric is really on the offensive. It may be other technologies for more heavy vehicles, for instance, hydrogen. The experts have different views. I think the most important we can do is to support research, development, and price emissions. Because if we support the development of new technologies, if we put the price on carbon emission, it will become profitable to develop clean technologies. And then actually we'll leave to the industry to innovate and to find out exactly what is the best solution to the specific task, either to move big battleships or to move small cars or whatever that is. That's not for politicians, but that's for the industry to decide and then offer those solutions to the military. What I'm absolutely certain about is that if there is a technological revolution taking place in the civilian sector, which is now the case, with less and less dependence on fossil fuels and more new green technologies for all energy solutions in the civilian sector, from electric cars to carbon capture to fuel cells to hydrogen in the civilian sector, it will not be good for the military if we end up as the only fossil fuel sector left in the world some decades from now. That will weaken our military capabilities. So if we want to maintain the technological edge and have the best cars, the best planes, the best technologies, then we need to be green. Not only because we care about climate change, but because we care about having the best technologies in our armed forces. So in the short run, there may be a contradiction between green and military effectiveness. In the long run, green and military effectiveness is the same.
Secretary General, we only have a few minutes left, and I have to ask you one of the burning questions ahead of the next couple of days, and that, of course, is Sweden and Finland and their joining the alliance. Where are we today with that question?
The decisions by Finland and Sweden to apply for membership, they are historic, and that will strengthen the security of Finland and Sweden, of NATO, and be important for the whole transatlantic alliance. At the same time, we need to ensure that when new allies or new countries join the alliance, we have to take into account the security interests of all allies. And Turkey has expressed some serious concerns on issues like terrorism. And we all know that no NATO ally has suffered more terrorist attacks than Turkey. Thousands of people have been killed, and PKK and other groups, they are responsible for these terrorist attacks, and PKK is a terrorist organization. That is something which is also not only many NATO allies proscribe PKK as a terrorist organization, but the European Union, Finland and Sweden. So of course, to sit down then and discuss with Turkey how can we step up, do more together in fighting terrorism, which is a threat to our security, is an issue that is absolutely legitimate and important as part of the accession process we now and dialogue we now have with Finland and Sweden.